It was Christmas Eve, and the roads were bustling with travelers eager to reach their loved ones for the holiday. Amora, a young professional, was driving home to the village to visit her family, and it's a 6-hour journey from the city. She had always loved Christmas, but the thought of driving alone on the busy roads made her nervous. As she hit the highway, Amora felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. She had packed her favorite snacks, loaded her favorite holiday playlist, and made sure her car was in top condition. But despite her preparations, she couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. Her grandmother, a devout woman, had always told her to pray before traveling, especially during the festive season. Amora smiled, remembering her grandmother's words, and decided to take a moment to pray. She pulled over to the side of the road, turned off the engine, and closed her eyes. "Dear God," she prayed, "please keep me safe on this journey. Protect me from harm, and guide me through the busy roads. Let me arrive at my destination with joy and love in my heart." As Amora prayed, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. She started the engine, merged back onto the highway, and continued her journey. The snowflakes began to fall gently, casting a magical spell over the landscape. Just as Amora was getting comfortable, a sudden snowstorm hit, reducing visibility to almost zero. The roads became slippery, and cars began to skid and lose control. Amora's heart racing, she gripped the steering wheel tightly, praying silently for protection. Suddenly, a car swerved into her lane, heading straight for her. Amora reacted quickly, swerving to avoid the collision. But just as she thought she had avoided disaster, her car hit a patch of black ice, sending it spinning out of control. Amora's heart was in her mouth as she struggled to regain control of the vehicle. She could feel the wheels skidding, the car sliding, and her life flashing before her eyes. And then, in an instant, the car stopped spinning, and Amora found herself safely back on the road. She breathed a sigh of relief, thanking God for sparing her life. Her hands were shaking, and her heart was still racing, but she knew she had to keep moving. She took a deep breath, put the car in gear, and continued driving. As she drove, Amora couldn't help but think about the miracle that had just occurred. She had come close to disaster, but somehow, she had been spared. She felt a sense of gratitude and wonder, knowing that she had been given a second chance. After what seemed like an eternity, Amora finally saw the God to her village in Amuru town. Amora's family has a very big farm in the distance. She felt a surge of joy and relief, knowing that she was finally home. She pulled into the driveway, turned off the engine, and sat back in her seat, feeling exhausted but grateful. Her family was overjoyed to see her, and they spent the evening sharing stories, laughing, and giving thanks for the miracle that had brought Amora home safely. As they sat around the dinner table, Amora's grandmother looked at her with tears in her eyes. "I knew God would keep you safe, Amora," she said. "Prayer is the traveler's best companion, especially during the festive season." Amora smiled, knowing that her grandmother's words had been proven true. From that day on, she never forgot to pray before traveling, especially during the holidays. Reasons to pray before traveling during the festive period. Prayer provides a sense of protection and safety during travel. Prayer guides you through unfamiliar roads and destinations. Prayer calms your nerves and reduces anxiety during travel. Prayer helps you appreciate the beauty and wonder of the festive season. Finally, prayer helps you to always stay connected to God, the source of life. As you prepare for your holiday travels, remember Amora's story. Take a moment to pray, and ask for protection, guidance, and peace on your journey.